This video is going to show you how to take files from your camera that are full files and make them web ready. Files from your camera, when you shoot at the highest settings that the camera is capable of in terms of file settings, the largest file settings, are very, very large for the web. Most likely you will not be able to upload them, especially if you're using high-end cameras. Even if whatever means you're uploading allows you to upload very large files, it's not a good idea, because what happens is that if you're loading them up to your website and you're creating a site, it slows down the site tremendously. It takes a long time for the site to come up. And the second part of it is that you never want to upload your full files to the web, because if there's a situation that you're attaching it and someone else can grab it, you never want to have printable files floating about on the web. It's not a good idea. So I'm going to show you how to do this with 2 or 3 programs. The first one is Adobe Photoshop, and it's really very simple. Once you have your image opened in Photoshop, what you're going to do is you're going to go to the image mode, and you're going to go down to image size. And in the image size, we'll be able to see the pixels, the pixel dimension, the pixel width and height. It also gives you the document size. So as in my other videos, if you've watched them before and you've seen the printing one, you'll know that the printing resolution would never be at 72. But for the web, that's a whole different story. For the web, what we have to pay attention to is actually the pixel size. So what we're going to do for the web, to size this image for the web, is simply click Resample Image, which will allow us access to the pixel size and will actually compress the file. Note that the pixel dimension right now is 41.8 megabytes. That's huge. So what we're going to do for the web, we're going to make images at 800 pixels on the largest side. And when we do that, notice that the pixel dimension actually goes to 1.37. For the web, the largest width that you want to load is about 1,000. So I usually make the widths about 800 when it allows clickable small thumbnails to click larger on the web, and it almost shows in a full screen in regular screens. If you're going to, if you're worried about this, you can make them 1,000, but you definitely don't want to make them any larger than that. So once we're done, we say okay. Watch what happens. It makes the image really small. But now I'm going to press Command plus just for the view to show you that on the web the image is still going to look pretty great blown up, which is really what you're concerned with. Then we're going to just save this. Now we have to be really careful when we save. When we go to File, we want to make sure that we go to Save As. We'll call it Web Files, okay? And I will create that. And then in here, I will call it whatever I want. You want to change the name. You want to make sure it's a JPEG file. You save it, and you're basically done. Photoshop also has another option that allows you to save for web very quickly. When you go to File, instead of going to Save As, you're going to go to Save for Web. And when you do that, this other window opens up that automatically what you want to pay attention to is the box down here. You see the image size here is already at 1,000 on the largest image, and that's fine, so you can leave it like that. What you want to pay attention to then is up here. So right now it's saving it as a GIF, a GIF file, which is fine for the web. The good thing about this window is that all of these options are fine for the web. For illustrations, sometimes PNG is better or GIF is better. For photos, I prefer JPEG, so we can move this to the JPEG. You can leave the quality high. The image size is still the same, and you can preview how your image will look on the web so that everything is fine, and then you can save them in this mode as well.